Hey, welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at pushgapradio.com.
Pushgapradio.com. Bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. Pushgapradio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
Pushgapradio.com. Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Welcome to another episode of Shaka 401 in the main event, of course, with the matriarch of PushGapRadio.com, Jackie O. What's the business?
What's up, family? Seems like it was just yesterday, and here we are again. Welcome to the show.
Seems like it was just yesterday.
Yeah.
First off, we want to thank each and every one of you who have been going on, becoming subscribers
Most
on
definitely.
the mighty PushGapRadios.com. We truly, truly thank each and every one of you for that, my. Thank you for supporting the program as always.
Yes. And if you haven't done so already, please remember to like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff.
All of that good
and
stuff.
Definitely comment.
Yeah, definitely. Also wanted to, I can't remember the guy's name, said he loves our content. I hit him back, told him thank you. We greatly appreciate him. So, we just not throwing up content. Ain't nobody paying no damn attention.
It makes a difference.
It makes a difference. Real quick before we get into things, I came across this guy. He said his homeboy sent him this deal about the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And it said the Super Bowl is February 11th between San Francisco and the Baltimore Ravens. Mm-hmm. How you know that? It's January. That's why they keep saying the NFL and things like that are rigged. Check him out.
You guys, breaking news. It's official this time. The NFL script has been leaked. Reba McEntire, Usher, and Post Malone are slated to perform at San Francisco 49ers and Baltimore Ravens Super Bowl matchup. Now, this is from a local station in Memphis. They might be a little salty. Their team didn't make the playoffs. King Henry might be leaving. Their quarterback likes to drink mayonnaise in his coffee, a plethora of reasons. And as a former sports anchor and reporter, I can confirm we do receive the NFL script every year at the beginning of the season. We're just not supposed to leak it.
So, yeah, that's why they keep saying shit is rigged in pro sports. How did it? He said they made a mistake, evidently, but how do you know it's going to be San Fran and Baltimore?
You know what that remind me of, though? That Back to the Future part where they have the baseball information as far as who's going to win and all of that stuff.
When he got the book.
Yeah.
That was Back to the Future, too. Yeah, he got the sports book. And the sports book, he went back, and Biff got a hold of the sports book.
Yeah, that's what that sounds like, some Back to the Future type stuff.
Mine is truly crazy. Self-checkout has got folks in an uproar, mine. Self-checkouts at big retailers like Walmart and Costco could soon be a thing of the past. And corporations are pinning it on crime. Because up there in Boston, in the Roxbury area, they shutting down like 4 Walgreens because the niggas up there just stealing them blind, fam.
Not just Negroes.
I mean, it's all over, but because we have no media, we don't get to show you the white folks stealing. They put us up there as the face of it. But yeah, they out there protesting for that. But yeah, the self-checkout thing, man, the backlash against self-checkout is growing, and stores are starting to dial back on the technology after it exploded over the past few years. I'm like the one lady, nigga, if I got to self-checkout and do my own shit, how come I don't get a discount? Because they're going to have your ass up unloading trucks next.
Well, and not only is it not working out for the stores, it's not working for the consumers either.
I don't work here.
Because when you get there, something's always wrong with the thing. It tells you to take stuff out of the bagging area. It tells you to take stuff back out your bag or to put it in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, it's just always something where you need to call for some assistance.
Yeah.
And they were saying that there should be, always something there, somebody there ready to help. Well, you have one person standing there for 12 of these kiosks that don't work. And they're busy, so you still have to stand there and wait.
Even when you get liquors, like wine or whatnot, they got to come check your ID, your ass on a walker.
Yeah, so much for, self-checkout being quicker for the consumer, because it absolutely is not.
Yeah. A British supermarket chain called Booth said it's removing its self-checkout stations in all but 2 of its 28 stores. In the U.S., Walmart, Costco, Wegmans, and a lot of other chains have also revised their self-checkout strategies. Check this out.
And, like, I don't like self-checkout because I watched this video and said that, like, if you don't scan something, like, instead of them being like, oh, hey, you forgot to scan something, they'll, like, file a police report. And I almost forgot to scan something because, like, there's no, like, you know, like, there's just that little, and I had a lot of stuff. I had, like, cat food, cat litter, and, like, dresses, and just, like, a lot of stuff. And I don't feel like, if it's like 10 items or less, but again, I don't feel comfortable with a lot of stuff. And you know, and there's like no, you know, like there's only so many bag areas, and like, and you think Walmart's bad. Pick and Save, you can't put your stuff back into the cart. They're like, unexplained item in the bagging item. And it's just like, no, I hate self-checkout. And honestly, you should get an employee discount. I'm sorry. I guess I do work here. You should get a 10% discount for doing self-checkout. I know that sounds crazy and like a Karen thing, but it's such a hassle. Like you know how like the Luddites, I guess they're called, like can we just all boycott self-checkout? Like, I'm so sick of it. It's like, no. Sorry, I know. I just needed an event because I hate self-checkout so much. It is the worst. It should be a 10 items or less thing like it was originally. It's just fucking hate self-checkout.
Now, what they say is our customers have told us this over time, that the self-scan machines that they have in their stores can be slow and unreliable, and they're obviously impersonable.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people like talking with the cashier. They say it's personal. The people get to know you, know your family. You get to learn the gossip, particularly if you're in a small town.
Well, usually I was going to say that's in smaller stores because nowadays with the way customer service is, it sucks for the most part. You have a lot of cashiers that won't even open their mouth. They barely will open their mouth to tell you what your total is.
But hey, maybe they could be having a bad day. You know, everyone
matter.
has a bad day.
It doesn't matter.
Still be professional.
You're supposed to leave those problems outside that door.
Yeah.
Pick them up on your way out.
True.
Because once you're there, I'm your customer. I'm spending $200, $300, $400.
Yeah.
It's not my problem that you're not having a good day.
Because you got issues too.
I got issues too. I just spent $200, $300, $400 with your store.
Right.
So, you know, make me feel good about spending my money.
Yeah.
Tell me thank you for spending my money.
Well, they say they're going to see a demise of the self-checkouts very soon. Self-checkouts start cropping up in the late 80s and have become increasingly popular since the 2000s. And stores like Walmart are projecting to be 65% serviced by automation by 2025. Self-service machines were first introduced in the 80s to lower labor expenses. Now, your highest overhead is your labor. But it's like very rich people have said, if you can't afford to pay your workers, then you can't afford to be in business.
Right.
Okay. And, you know, you got these people here like Walmart have 2 Christmas holiday. They got 2 cashiers open.
And Walmart even helped their employees apply for government assistance in some instances.
And told them don't wear their uniform when they go to get it.
Now, Target have revised their self-checkout policies where you have to have 10 items or less in order to be able to self-checkout with them. Other than that, you have to go to the checkout. Now, see, Kroger was trying to take it one step further at first before the stats came out.
Yeah.
They were getting ready to change some of their stores to 100% self-checkout.
But the customers don't like it. And now a lot of people are using what they call the banana hack, where you'll go in here, you'll take off the QR code,
right,
and you'll stick it on a bigger item.
Yes,
and
they
then
doing
you'll
that
go
with
and
meat.
Scan it. Yeah. And they saying now though that the cameras are so sophisticated they can see the information on your deal. And you know, some people have got caught up where the police have been knocking at your damn door. Now, one study of retailers in the U.S., Britain, and other European countries found that companies with self-checkout lanes and apps had a loss rate of 4%, more than double the industry average. That's why they putting them niggas out at the Roxbury thing with the Walgreens, because you in there stealing them blind. The shelves are empty. And see, you know, again, like Jackie O just stated, it's not just black people, but because you have no media, you can't show the Asians and Hispanics and the white people who are stealing in their communities. Shit high as giraffe booty. Everybody is stealing. Because you don't have media, you do not get to show that. Now, they say that some products have multiple barcodes, and some of them don't scan properly, and stuff like fruit and meat has to be weighed and manually entered. And sometimes customer may just type in the wrong code. I don't damn work here.
Sometimes it is an accident, but a lot of times it's not.
Times it's not.
I saw a story where a mother and a daughter team had over $3,000 worth of product,
right,
and paid less than $100 for
already.
It. Yeah.
Okay. Folk just be tossing shit in the buggy. Okay, that's how it go down. I do not work here, man. Now, they do say, like Jackie O just stated, other customers take advantage of the lax oversight at self-checkout aisles and have developed techniques for stealing. Common tactics include not scanning an item, swapping a cheaper item like bananas for a more expensive one like steak, like you just said, for meat. Because remember the one show we did some months back, an old boy came on, was talking about, you niggas out here stealing Gucci and Louis Vuitton bags. When y'all gonna steal some meat? Okay, something niggas in the hood can use.
You had the guys in Texas that were stopped because their car had like an expired sticker or something. And when the police looked in the car, they had almost $1,000 worth of oxtails.
Yes, sir. Them tails, baby. Because them oxtails, they say, is off the chain. Wasn't really a big oxtail eater. I'm not really.
But how you gonna go do a crime in a car that's not even registered?
Easy. If my car ain't registered, that means I ain't got no loot. And if I ain't got no loot to get my car registered, I damn sure can't come in here and pay for these high-ass oxtails.
So you riding around here with all of
riding
this
dirty,
stolen
baby.
meat.
I'm riding dirty.
In this hot car.
Yes.
And the popo got your ass. Then what? You can't hide all that meat. You busted. And so when they showed a picture, they had the two guys.
Right.
Well, one of them was outside the car. One of them was inside the police car. And then they showed all of this meat. Meat was all over the hood, all over the trunk.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, well, you can't give that back to the grocery store, really, because, first of all, you're exposing it to the sun.
Well, if the cop pulled me over, maybe I can cut him a deal. Okay? These oxtails is like 40, 50, 60 bucks, but I'll let you get it for 10. Or if you let me go, I'll give you 3 packs.
Yeah, that was a lot of meat.
Now, they say some people have barcodes attached to their wrist already. Okay? They're not properly scanning everything and then walking out without paying. There are some cases where shoppers face stealing accusations at self-checkout and have to face questioning by security staff who then clear them to leave. It's like when you walk out, they want to check your damn receipt. Look, if you got me damn working, nigga.
I hate that. Because, first of all, you got all these cameras out here that you should already see that I paid for everything I have. That makes me mad when I paid all of this money and then I have to stand here.
And they say you're bound to make mistakes. And in one instance, a customer almost ended up in jail for forgetting to scan a tube of toothpaste. Another case, a woman was wrongfully accused of shoplifting. Case went to court and she won $2 million against Walmart after proving she didn't steal anything.
They do that a lot with the false accusations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can believe
that happens even when they're not doing self-checkout.
Yeah. But I don't work here. I'm not here to scan no damn groceries, fam. Okay? Now, they say in the foreseeable future, they think the technology that takes payment details when you enter and charges you as you leave will become more popular. And they'll replace concepts like the self-checkout. But there's a huge pushback against self-checkout. And a lot of people have been just so upset about being falsely accused and whatnot. And this is why a lot of stores are going to take it out. During Christmas, again, they don't even want to put extra staff up there.
I was just going to say, because you remember back in the day when you used to go to the grocery store, you would have one person checking you out. There would be another person standing next to them that would be bagging the groceries.
Young high
and
school
then,
kids.
Especially women, then they would help take the groceries to your car and load them in the car.
Retailers are rethinking self-checkout. They found that self-checkout leads to higher merchandise losses from customer errors and intentional shoplifting, known as shrink. than the human cashiers ringing up customers. Now, I saw a thing on this Canadian thing called CBC.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, I don't know, Dateline or whatever.
Right.
And what they did, they had an old lady who self-checked herself, and they had the young guy go and go through the cashier.
Right.
And the lady who self-checked out, they had all the same items, the exact same items, and they overcharged her damn near double.
What?
From the self-checkout. Yeah. Shrinkage has been a growing problem for retailers who have blamed shoplifting for the increase and call for tougher penalties. But retailer self-checkout strategies have also contributed to their shrink problem. What do you think? Are you big on self-checkout? Now, they do say that that's taking jobs away from people who could be cashiers.
It is.
But do you like self-checkout? Do you not like it? Put that down in the comments, man. How do you feel about self-checkout? Me, if I have a couple items and I just want to get out, because the line at the self-damn checkout just as long as the damn line at the cashier, because these niggas don't know what they doing.
Well, that and like I said earlier, half the times the machines mess up. It's not the people.
Right.
It's their machines. There's always some glitch.
There's always something
that's going on. And then if you have vegetables and fruit, and you have to go through there and weigh in
and tell how many you got. And nigga, I don't work
Make
here.
sure you press the right button for the right product.
Do I get to go in the break room? Since I do self-checkout? Yeah, can I go in the break room and heat up whatever I bought or whatever? Hell no. They're going to have your ass unloading the truck.
I don't like bagging my own groceries and stuff. I just
None
don't
of that.
like doing
But we do at Winco because Winco has better prices, so you say. But put down in the comments, are you about the self-checkout? Or would you rather use a cashier, nigga? Because I do not work here. PushGapRadios.com.
Dallas, baby.
The hell you been?
Late for the party.
Snoop Dogg turned down $100 million from OnlyFans because they wanted him to whip his Joe Louis out, man.
I don't blame Snoop.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to exploit my body.
Now,
instead, he exploited us.